Okay, hey guys, and welcome to another exciting week at theunderwaterrealm.com. Now, this week we're going to be talking to you about underwater photography. With Cannes Film Festival coming just a couple of weeks away, we decided that we needed some really great quality stills to be promoting the project and really kind of summing it up early on, despite the fact that we haven't got a lot of production stills from the shooting itself. So, in order to do that, we put together a central idea, which is to kind of say to the world, imagine how much more difficult filmmaking is when you're underwater. So we took some props that represented each department, such as an artist's easel and palette and brushes, costume design making, mannequin, along with a tape measure, a megaphone for directing, an old 8mm wind-up Bolex camera, this sort of thing, to kind of represent each department, and then dunked it in a tank with bubbles pouring out. So in order to produce this kind of thing, we put together a shoot, and we got in touch with a fantastic photographer from just over the way in Dorchester, a guy called Richard Budd from richardbudd.co.uk. Now, Richard is a fantastic photographer, specifically specialising in the area of strobist or flash photography, and we've worked with him before on a couple of projects, but he hasn't ever done underwater photography before, so it's a really new area for him. In turn, he got in touch with a fantastic underwater photographer called Spike from Weymouth, who's got quite a lot of gear, a Canon 40D with an Icolite underwater housing and a couple of Icolite strobes. So we had a photographer and a load of underwater equipment, and we had all our props and our central idea, but we needed a space to shoot it, and we didn't really want to go out into the sea and do it where the water was uncontrollable, cold, potentially quite murky. So we got in touch again with Dave Millin, the manager over at C&C, who allowed us to use their pool for some dive training a while back in January. And absolutely fantastic. They said that we could use the pool all day free of charge. So we had a great shoot there last Thursday. We've got some absolutely fantastic stills. We did a 7 to 8 hour shoot. There was a lot of diving. We had one tank between three of us. So we had Richard down on air with the camera and the huge camera rig with the on-camera strobe set up. We floated a white backdrop with floats and weights into the pool to provide a quite even background, so we didn't have to be shooting against the tiled edge of the pool. We had to deal with all of these different props. So we had laptops, we had notebooks, we had gas cylinders, all this kind of stuff, some of which floated, some of which sunk, and some of which didn't really do either and just drifted away. So we had to manage all of those props. I was in charge of a lot of the prop management, so I'm kind of swimming around in the pool with a weight belt on and a pair of fins, trying to hold my breath as we're trying to blow bubbles through these props to get some fantastic underwatery stills. But it was a fantastic day, and we also did some modelling stuff. We had me there with the megaphone and me there with a camera. Didn't do so well at that. I seem to have a thing with, I don't know if it's the flash or if it's the water, but I don't seem to be able to keep my eyes fully open under there anyway. Eve came along for the last hour of the shoot and completely stole the show. She's a complete water baby, kept her eyes fully open, looked perfectly natural with her hair all flowing around, filming on the old handheld 8mm Bolex camera, and stole the show with a couple of these absolutely stunning stills. The whole day would have been worth it just for a couple of these, but we've got a huge catalogue of great stuff. Thanks to Spike, thanks to Richard, and thanks to Dave at C&C. So take a look at some of the stills we've got. We've got a quick word here from Richard as well as he talks you through the technical side of things. And these stills will be going up on the website, they're going to be going on our brochure, and they're going to be going on some new business cards we're having produced for Cannes Festival. So I hope you enjoy them, and we will catch you next week on theunderwaterrealm.com.
So the phone rings, I get a call from Dave and Eve from Underwater Realm in Devon. Can you shoot some stills for us for a presentation and some promotional material? We're off to Cannes, to the film festival, and we need to get our literature up together. We need some stills. What he forgot to tell me was that the shoot was underwater. So we're shooting in the pool. We've got some on-camera strobes. We're running two camera strobes on cables. We're shooting 125th of a second f8 f11. We've got a backdrop in the pool. We're going to be using that to give us a little bit of diffused light using the side lights from the side of the pool. And we're going to be putting some bubbles underneath the objects. So we're going to be bringing some cylinders down and some objects to put the bubbles up through the objects and get some really nice textural detail. And we're going to be lighting that with a couple of strobes, some side lights, a couple of reflectors, and we're going to be doing all this underwater. So let's have a look and see how it goes. Okay, so what a day that was. We've just come out of the pool after 7 hours of sitting on the bottom of the pool with enough weights around me to keep me there for the whole day. But eventually Dave let me back up for some real air. But yeah, what a taskmaster. We got the shots, hope you like them. Post some comments and let us know what you think. So thanks for watching.